Hello, my name is Eliza Volk, and welcome to a 5-video yoga series. These classes are between 20 and 35 minutes each, so they're relatively short and sweet and can be used as a reboot and an energetic reset at any time during your day. These classes are gentle yet profound in their postures, so they really help to integrate the mind and body into one. There's one class in particular where there's a bit more focus on some strength building, and this can be great when you have excess wild energy and it just needs to be grounded and channeled through the body to build strength. I hope that you enjoy these 5 videos. Thank you. Hello. For this yoga class, we're going to begin in full Shavasana. So we're gonna take a deep relaxation to get started. So you can go ahead, lay down on your back, palms face up, shoulders gently roll open, hips relax. And close your eyes and allow yourself to fully receive here in this Shavasana. There's nothing for you to do, nowhere for you to be. Give yourself this opportunity to fully relax here. Notice how your back body presses against the earth pushes back against it. Find these points of stability, non-movement, and allow your breath to get a little bit deeper. Lengthening the inhale, deepening the exhale. So allow your breath to begin to clear your energy and create a deep state of relaxation. You can let go fully here as I will guide you when it's time to move. Just a few more breaths. You can begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Perhaps do some circles with your wrists. Maybe even give a stretch of your arms overhead. Stretch side to side, wiggle the body. Deep exhale with a sigh. And then bend your right knee. You can hug your right knee into your chest. And while hugging your knee in, go ahead, draw some circles with your ankle. Circle in one direction and circle in the next. Good. Still giving a tight squeeze in to your thigh. And then release your hands. Do some circles with your knee. And then bring circles into your hips. So it's as though there's a crayon on the tip of your knee and you're drawing circles on the ceiling. And that's going to make your hip get these nice big circular movements. Good. So go both directions with the hip. And then left hand crosses over to the right knee. Draw your body over into a twist. Your gaze can come out over your right fingertips. That right hand is extended out from your side as your legs are twisting in the opposite direction. Good. Let's come on out. Again, you can give a little squeeze down, hugging your knee towards your chest. Then release your leg down to the floor. Take a full breath here, noticing the difference in your two sides. And then bend your left knee, pull it into your chest. Nice compression here on your hip joint and also into the digestive system when we do these compressions. It's good for our organs. You can draw the circles with your ankle, one direction, and then the next. Still hugging the knee tight into your chest. Then release your knee. You can begin some circles, getting some movement into the knee. Also, just flexing and extending. You can simply bend and straighten this knee also to get that movement in. Then, as though there's a crayon on the tip of your knee, draw your circles on the ceiling. Big, juicy, circular movements into the hip. Take it in both directions. And then right hand over to this left knee. Bring it over into a twist. You can bring your gaze out over your left fingertips, which are extended out from your torso. Good. And from here, just roll your body over onto the side that you're already facing towards. Press your hands down to bring yourself up into a seated position. So here, palms face down, fingertips on the knees. We'll make some circles with our torso. So as you inhale, bring your chest forward. And when you exhale, round your back body behind you. You can really exaggerate these movements to get more articulation in your spine. Good. Chest comes forward, chest draws back, and shoulders come forward. And then we'll switch directions. Still, though, use the inhale to come forward and the exhale to round. Good. You can exaggerate these movements again, waking up the spine. And then come back to center. And we simply come forward with our chest, our heart opens, and then exhale, round the back body. So very simple, forward and back. Flexion and extension of the spine. Yep, getting that movement in there, waking things up. Good. Okay, let's come back to center. We'll do some movements with the neck. So first, bring your left ear to your left shoulder, and then bring your chin through your chest, and then right ear to the right shoulder. So just doing these half circles, dropping the chin through the chest, and resting with our ear towards our shoulder. You can take your time here. So if you find a spot that feels good to keep your head, hang out there for a little bit. Let the stretch go a little bit deeper. You might find some good angles to stretch open your neck. Also, if you'd like to drop your head back behind you, do full circles here or half circles just in the back, you can do so. Just be a bit more careful with the head dropping back. And here, I invite you to bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. And then that right hand will reach over across your head to give a little more traction. This is another place, again, you can find some good spots to just hold your head, deepening the stretch, letting your hand facilitate the stretch. And we'll do the second side, reaching the hand over, finding those spots that need a little extra love. Good, and come back to center. Go ahead, take your left hand onto the floor. Right arm reaches up and over, stretch it to the side. Now, this hand that's on the floor, press it down and away from you. You'll notice that that's going to give more length on the opposite side. So, your right side is going to get more of a stretch when you press this left hand down into the mat. Good. Breathe into your side body, opening the lungs a bit more, giving some more space here in the lungs and in these intercostal muscles, these muscles that are between the rib cage. Stretch them open, use your breath to expand them. And then exhale, come on out. Let's do some circles with the wrist, flexion and extension with the elbow, and some circles with the shoulder. Forward and back, and then shake that arm out. Good. Now, this arm that's shaking, place it on the floor, press it down and away from you to get more length on your left side body. Reach your left arm up and over, stretch. Breathe into your lungs and those intercostal muscles. Use your breath to expand your left side body. Good. One more deep breath to awaken. Exhale, come on out. Roll out the wrist. Flex and extend the elbow. Shoulder goes back in circles, forward in circles. Good. Shake out that whole arm. And then with both shoulders, just bring them up and shrug. Drop them back behind you. Again, up, they shrug. There's a bit of a tightening. They roll back. And one more time. Relax. Whew. Okay. Hands onto the floor. Let's take a table position. Hands are under the shoulders, but a little bit wider apart. Fingers are spread, and the knees are under the hips. When you inhale, bring your gaze up. Exhale, round your back body. Draw your core into your spine. Good. Move with your breath a few times here. Tuck your toes under. Make your way into a downward facing dog. Stretch your spine long. Hold your down dog. Take a deep, full breath here. Find your stability in your hands and your feet. Your ankles are working towards the floor. It's totally fine if they're not touching, they're just working in that direction. And then walk out your down dog. So bend one knee, then the next. Walk the down dog. Get movement all the way up into your hip joints, movement up into your spine, your back. And then hold the down dog. Stretch your spine long, heels reach towards the floor. Inhale, lift your left leg behind you. And exhale, bring your foot forward. Drop your back knee to the floor for a low lunge. Now take your hands to the inside of that left foot. Drop your left knee out to the side. So we're doing a lizard, and you can move your hips around here. If you want to pause and hold your lizard, you can, with the option to go down onto your elbows to deepen the stretch. Staying up on the hands is fine as well. Good, then place the left foot flat on the floor, left hand to the outside. So now we have one hand on either side of your front foot. Straighten your front leg, take your hips back and bow forward into a runner's stretch. So strong stretch for the hamstrings. With these left toes, flex them back towards you. There's an engagement in your legs here. So we're pulling back, we're hugging in towards the hip as we're also stretching the whole backside of the leg. Right. From here, you can bend your front knee. On your next inhale, lift your arms up into a low lunge. Good. Front body is stretching open. Reach towards the sky. Lengthen your torso up. Good. Beautiful, expansive posture. And then take your right elbow to the outside of your left knee. Hands come to prayer. We bring it into a twist. Again, super yummy for the digestion, bringing out those organs. You can stay here in a low lunge, or if you'd like, you can tuck your back toes under and lift up and bring it into a high lunge. Let's all meet up in the low lunge twist. As you exhale, unwind your arms. Inhale, reach them up overhead. And then exhale, hands to the floor, downward facing dog. Full breath here. On your next inhale, you can reach your right leg behind you. Exhale, bring it forward. Back knee to the floor, hands come to the inside of the foot. Knee goes out to the side, lizard stretch on the second side. And you're welcome to move your hips around. If you'd like to pause in lizard, if you want to come down to your elbows, deepening the stretch, your choice, whatever feels good here for your hips. Then take this right foot flat on the floor. Hands go to either side of this right foot. Straighten your leg, bow out over it. Flex your toes back towards you. Again, so we're bringing some engagement in as we're flexing the foot and the leg is pulling back towards the hip, but we're also very much so stretching out the backs of the legs or the leg, this right side. All right. Seems like there's endless stretching that could happen on the backs of the legs here. Go ahead, bend your knee, come forward. Next inhale, Lift your arms overhead, low lunge, expand, reach up, stretch your torso high. And then this left elbow will hook to the outside of the right knee. Hands come into prayer and twist open. Now, again, you can stay here in the low lunge, or if you'd like, you can tuck your back toes under, press down, lift up into a high lunge twist. Yep, really press your elbow into your knee to help guide yourself further into the twist, wringing out those organs. All meet in the low lunge twist. Next, exhale, unwind. Inhale, reach up and expand. And exhale, downward facing dog. Now inhale, come forward to a plank and hold yourself here for 3 long and slow deep breaths. Of course, breathe at your own rate, but see if you can slow down the breath, strengthen your core. You're probably already about halfway there, so let's do one more breath together. When you exhale, lower down, the knees can touch first or just go all the way to the floor, and then cobra or up dog. Your choice, how high you'd like to go. And come on down. Take your arms on the floor in cactus arms, so they're at a 90-degree angle, shoulder and elbow, elbow and wrist. And then prop yourself up with your left fingertips. Press into that hand and bring that left leg back behind you. So it's a bit of a twist, but really we're stretching open our pecs. And this is the starting point of the lung meridian. Begins in the upper pecs here and goes out through the front of our arm and out through our thumb. The lung meridian is responsible for that deep exhale, that deep letting go. And how often are we super tight in the pecs here? So we're going to stretch it open, give some assistance, help ourselves to exhale and let go. And let's come back through center. Same thing, second side. Left hand down, cactus arms, right fingertips press you over. Stretching open the pecs on this left side. Deepen your exhale. And let's come on out. Interlace your fingers behind your back. We'll take a cobra. Keep your legs on the floor, hugging the midline. Reach back. Good. Okay. Now, you might want a strap for this. You might not. I will have one nearby. We're just going to do a thigh stretch. So the way that we do it is bring your right forearm parallel to the front of the mat and your chest. If you're out like this, bring it a little closer to prop yourself up. And then you just bend the left knee, hold back. This is where you're having a hard time reaching. You could put a strap around your foot and pull that way. So your choice. And if you're already bending quite a bit in like I am, my fingers are facing towards the pinky toe side of my foot. And what you could do if you're in this position and you want to get more opener for your shoulder, this lung point, you rotate the fingers so that they face the front of the mat. That's not necessary. Many people are probably just going to hold their foot or hold their strap. But if you want a further opener at the chest, you can do that. And then everyone turn your torso towards the front of your mat. Good. Let's go ahead and take the second side, release. Left arm is parallel to the front of your mat, props you up. Right hand holds the right foot or the strap. And again, if your fingers are already reaching quite a bit around, you can just rotate them to point to the front of the mat, opening your shoulder a bit deeper. We turn our torso to the front of the mat, parallel to the front of our mat. Good. Okay, go ahead and release. Next option is to do the same thing again. So we stretch one side, then the next, or to go into bow. So for bow, we're gonna reach back, hold our ankles. This is another one where if you're not quite reaching, you can place the strap around your ankles and hold that way. So either way, and we're gonna do two of these. So if you're just doing the simple thigh stretch, you can start on one side. I'll cue you to go to the next. So we'll all take a breath in and we move on the exhale. On the exhale, you kick up, you lift back. So this is gonna awaken the whole front side of your body. And the whole back side is really working. The glutes are engaged, the back is engaged. And bring your knees towards the midline. So they're not gonna splay out to the side. You wanna bring them towards the center. Look up and reach up. One more breath here. Good, exhale. Come down, rest fully. Now, if you were doing the thigh stretch, you can switch to the other side. Or if you want to give it a go with bow, we will take one more. So set yourself up, hold the ankles or hold the strap. Deep breath in. And we move on the exhale. Lift up, kick back, lift your heart open, your chest open. Look up, hug the midline with your knees. All right, lower down. Nice work. Turn your head to one side and take a few breaths here. Then you can press yourself back into a child's pose. Reach your fingertips out in front of you so you get some nice length in your side body here. And then come on out into a comfortable seated position. So this is a good time to sit up on a pillow, some folded blankets, a bolster, a block, just something to give your hips a little bit of a lift higher than your knees. So I'll fold this blanket or this pillow over. Makes it easier to sit up when our hips are higher than our knees. So we're going to go through two different breathing techniques. One is Kapalabhati, which is also known as shining skull breath, and it's meant to clarify the cobwebs and remove things from our mind. So the way that this breath is done is the belly draws back on the exhale. And then because of that drawing back, there's kind of an automatic inhalation. It's like creating a pump system. And we do it through our nose. So I'll give a little demo here. It looks like this. So the exhale kind of forces out, belly draws in. Let's go ahead and take a full breath together here. So just a regular inhale, exhale, but then inhale, and we'll start the breath. Take 3 more, and then inhale fully to the top. Hold your breath there, and exhale, let it go. Good. Sit in stillness for a moment, noticing the benefits of this breath. And we'll take it one more time. I'll start out with you, and then I'm going to quiet my breath so that you can easily follow your own rhythm. Whether you'd like to speed it up or slow it down, it's up to you. So we'll start together, and then you'll keep going until I tell you to stop. So take a full breath in, exhale, then inhale. We'll begin together. Go ahead. Keep going at your own pace, drawing the belly button back in and allowing it to pump your breath in and out. Clearing the cobwebs of your mind. Keep going, keep going. And as you're ready, you can go ahead, draw your breath in, pause at the top, exhale. Good. Sit in stillness. Shining skull breath, a good one to clarify, clear the cobwebs. This next breathing technique that we'll do is Nadi Shodhana, so it's alternate nostril breathing, and it's as well to clear the mind, but also to calm the mind. So take your middle and pointer finger and place it on your third eye, so somewhere on your forehead, wherever's comfortable for you. And then your thumb and your ring finger are going to be used to open and close your nostrils. So go ahead, rest your pointer and middle finger on your forehead. Use your thumb to close your right nostril. I'm doing this with my right hand. So for me, my thumb is on the right side. And then my left side is open. Inhale through this left side. Pause, close both nostrils, and then open the thumb. Exhale through the right. Then inhale through the right. Close both at the top. Exhale through the left. And again. Close at the top, and then open, exhale through the thumb. So you'll keep going, and as you draw your breath in, envision it going through your forehead, your third eye, clearing your mind, and then you exhale through the other side nostril. A few more rounds at your own pace. The next time that you exhale through your left side nostril, you can pause. Bring your palms face down onto your knees. And take a few breaths here, just returning your breathing to normal. Bring your hands to prayer in front of your heart center. Thank you for practicing. Namaste.